Stress. In this video, I'll be covering 9 tips that are proven to help you feel less stressed. Coming up. Hey, I'm Dan. I have Asperger syndrome, ADHD and OCD. I make weekly videos on autism and mental health, so consider subscribing to learn more, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so you get alerted every time I upload a new video. So in this video, we'll be covering 9 tips how you can overcome stress, and some of these tips may actually surprise you. So I've been dealing with stress my entire adult life. This is due to the fact that I have an autism spectrum condition, and that stress kind of comes as just part of it. For now, I've even lost my hair due to alopecia caused by stress, and I'll actually leave a link to that video up in the cards above so you guys can check that out if you want to see that video. But I am no stranger to stress. When my hair started to fall out, I realized that this had to change, and I quickly realized that some of the things that I was doing in my life were actually not helping stress, and they were actually contributing towards the stress. But I also learned that there are some strategies and there are some ways that you can do things at home and in life that will help relieve stress and make your life a lot more happier. So basically, you can overcome stress just like I did. So as it's Mental Health Awareness Week, I'd like to ask you a question, and that is, in your life, what is the biggest issue you're facing? Is it stress, anxiety, or worry? Please leave it in a comment in the comment section below. I'd love to have a discussion with you. I read every single comment. Okay, so here are 9 proven tips that will help decrease your stress levels and help you feeling much more stress relieved. Okay, so number 1 is sleep and morning routine. Now, if you get less than 7 hours sleep, you're going to be more prone to feeling sluggish and more prone to feeling tired, and this can cause an increase in stress. So making sure you get at least 7 hours sleep a night will definitely help increase your mind's capacity to deal with stress. But not only that, is when you wake up, this is important. Now, morning routines are something everybody has, but it's important to have a healthy one that encourages health and happiness and less stress. And one way to do this is to, get up relatively early but with still having your 7 hours sleep, but then maybe spending some time in silence. Don't play with your iPhone or your iPad or whatever, and spend some time in the sun. Make sure you get sunlight on your face. Maybe have a cold glass of water and some sunlight on your face, but just sit there in silence and just really allow your body time to wake up, because this will help you naturally become awake, and it will definitely decrease stress. So number 2 is practicing mindfulness during the day. Now, I know that mindfulness sounds like something that's very clinical, and it used to be taught by like Buddhists and stuff like that, but mindfulness is a really good way to help overcome things, but you don't need to be an expert in it to do it, and this is what I'm going to share with you right now. Mindfulness is just being mindful basically of everything that's happening, but there are ways to insert mindfulness into your daily routine so that you can feel less stressed, more happy and more productive. One of the best ways to do this is to set reminders or little triggers everywhere. Maybe to set your phone to have an alarm every kind of couple of hours to make you alert so you get up, so it reminds you to stand up, walk around, take a drink of water, move your brain away from whatever it is you're doing and just think about something that makes you happy. Maybe it was reminding yourself of a holiday you took, or imagining a holiday that you want to take, and this kind of thing resets your mind and your brain so you're feeling a bit less stressed and more happy, and you become almost reset and refreshed by it. It's a very, very simple technique, and I highly recommend trying this because you will definitely feel amazing results. So number 3 is like connecting and listening to your body, and what I mean by this is sometimes when you're feeling stressed or anxious, you'll get chest pains or like muscle aches, or your hands may go cold, and you may just be feeling overall rotten, and it's kind of like you are missing that connection to your body because your mind is running on overtime, getting stressed out and worrying about things. So one way to do this, to reconnect to your body, is maybe rub your chest when your chest is actually hurting, and that way your body knows that you are actually there and you are listening. Another way is to maybe just rub your arms or your legs if you're feeling a bit stressed, just to get that blood flowing around there and let your body know that you are here and you are listening. Another one is maybe rubbing your hands together, make them warm and stuff, and this again gives your body signals that you are listening, and your mind will start to kind of relax because it starts to connect a bit more to your body, and that's what you really need to do to help overcome stress. Okay, so number 4 is a funny one, shaking it off. Basically, I don't know another term for it, but it's something that I read on a blog somewhere, but it actually does work. This technique is very, very simple. All you have to do is, if you're feeling really stressed or really stressed out and anxious, then just get up and like move about and shake all your body around like a dog, like you shake your arms, your limbs, you shake your chest a little bit, and like shake your head a little bit. Nothing crazy, just enough to make sure that your body is kind of alert and knows that you are listening to it. It's another way of connecting to your body, but it's a really cool way of just recharging you. And it's a super cool way to feel a bit more energized. It really does load you with some energy that you didn't know you had, which is super awesome. Oh, and something that may be of interest to you, I did a video on overcoming anxiety and ways to deal with anxiety. And what I'll do is I'll leave that in a card above here so you can check that out after this video. Okay, so number 5 is music. Now, music is amazing. I play music in a band and I've played music for years, but one thing that I learned from this when I used to work in an office for 2 days a week was that when I was getting super stressed or super anxious, I used to put my headphones on and put a playlist on Spotify of my favorite tunes, some that are really chill out, like maybe it could have been orchestral music, it could be covers of like punk bands but orchestral covers, just something that you know that you're relaxed to. And by doing this, it sends little frequency waves to your brain and your mind that helps them relax. It gives them a bit of a vacation because you're breathing in these frequencies of music that is pleasurable to the ears and the mind, and this does help relieve a lot of stress. Okay, so number 6 is probably my favorite one, and that's breathing. Now, breathing has to be the all-time #1 gold standard for instantly overcoming stress or worry or anxiety, and it's amazing. In our day and age, we don't really breathe that well. We shallow breathe a lot. We never really deep breathe and breathe that air in and realize how important that is to breathe. So with this comes this technique. Basically, you just need to sit down in a comfy chair, put your back straight, put your knees and your feet together and put your hands on your knees. Then close your eyes and take a really deep breath in for 5 seconds, then hold it a little bit and breathe out slowly for 7 seconds. By doing this, it'll instantly calm you down, automatically make you feel less stressed, and it's just an all-round fantastic way to just instantly reset yourself and get yourself to a place where you can then logically move on from that. Because sometimes when you're stressed, you don't know how you're going to overcome the situation, you don't know what's going to happen next, and it could lead to like a meltdown or a burnout. So what you really need to do is just really breathe that air in, slowly breathe it out. And it's kind of on the principles of when a child is annoying its parents and the parent wants to say, oh, I'll count to 10. It's kind of the same principle. It's allowing your mind time to reset itself, but using breathing to do so. Okay, so number 7 is drink wise, and I can't stress how important this is. Drinking things like caffeine and sugar to some people are like energizers. They feel like it gives them energy. Well, in actual fact, this is wrong, and it doesn't give you energy. It actually stimulates you for a little bit and then has the adverse effect and can make you more stressed. So highly sugary foods and sugary drinks are no good, and highly caffeinated drinks are no good. These are no good for stress. If you're feeling stressed, you need to stay away from these. So I recommend staying away from sugary drinks and replacing your tea or coffee with a decaf version, because you can still enjoy the taste. And I know it's not the most exciting thing in the world, but it's about your health, and your health comes first. So on the same lines, number 8 is foods. Now, foods can have a tendency to make you more stressed, and you can have foods that will help you less stressed. So it's hard to pinpoint the exact foods that help stress and anxiety go crazy, but it's easy to find the foods that will help you feel more happy and less stressed, because these are kind of like nerve foods. They feed the nerves, they strengthen the nerves, and it relieves a lot of the tension and relieves a lot of the stress. Now, these foods are like nuts and yogurt and dark chocolate and avocado, things like that. And you can eat these foods because they're so rich and healthy for you. They will actually help your nerve system, and they'll help you feel less tense and help your nerves heal a bit and stretch and strengthen, and this will kind of help you become a bit more happier just by the foods that you eat. Okay, so here's number 9, and this one is all about the senses. And just like I spoke about before, how breathing was like a technique then to help you kind of calm down. This is a Buddhist technique, and then another one is mindfulness, and mindfulness techniques are so helpful. Again, it stems from Buddhism, and mindfulness has another practice which has been like really taken down to its basics here, which is what we're going to talk about, which is the senses. Now, this one is really good for overcoming stress from a day or a week or whatever. If you're getting to the end of your tether, this is a great practice. So try this. This is what we're going to do. Sit down in a quiet room or lay down in a quiet room, and you can just get yourself to a comfortable position. Then close your eyes and imagine complete darkness. I know it's hard to do that, but just imagine complete darkness, and then focus your mind's attention on the feelings that you are feeling. So I'm feeling that I'm sitting down on a bed, and how does the cushion feel against my back? Or how is the temperature in the room? How's my body feeling against it? Is it hot? Is it cold? Where are my hands positioned? How are my hands feeling right now? Then focus your attention on your ears and then kind of have a listen to what you can hear around you. Like, can I hear the cars? Can I hear children playing outside? Can I hear a dog barking in the street? Can I hear the wind howling through the streets? All of this is great, and it's a great practice. If you can do this for about 20 minutes to 40 minutes at the end of every week, this will be an amazing practice. It will help you feel less stressed, it will help you feel more happy, and it will reset your body and mind to being a bit more awake and in line with you rather than just being somewhere else worrying about something that doesn't really need to be worried about. Okay guys, I know I said I was going to do 9, but here's a little pro tip. So this one's number 10, but it's a booster for you guys. Now this one is fantastic, and I've used this so many times, and it's writing it down or getting it out through writing. Now there's 2 ways to do this. One is that you can just sit down and write out your worries or your stress, because when you do that, you're taking them out of your mind and onto paper, and by doing that, it eliminates your mind from having to carry that baggage, that weight of the stress. So it's now on this paper and you can deal with it when you want to deal with it. Another way is to just sit down, and it's more therapeutic to just write whatever comes to your mind, and as you do this, you'll just write out anything and everything that you can think of, or just whatever's coming to your mind. But this is almost like a talk therapy, but for your mind, for writing. And it will help you de-stress and feel less stressed and worried about things and a bit more happy. So head over to my next video, which is just over here. And if you're new and you'd like to learn more about autism and mental health, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.